We begin tonight in Campbell River, where there was a rush of pink water today. Water the color of cotton candy came thundering down Elk Falls, and it was quite a sight. To some, it looked like an environmental disaster, but it was, in fact, an exercise in environmental protection. BC Hydro crews are doing some research right now on water flow and fish habitat as they get ready for an environmental assessment on a major new hydro project. As A News reporter Gord Kurbis saw for himself today, the dye test provided a graphic illustration of the water's mighty power.
It only lasts for a few moments, but the result is a dramatic transformation of the water flowing through the Elk Falls Canyon.
It's rhodamine. It's a benign dye that's used. We work with Fisheries and Oceans Canada and Ministry of Environment. They're good with it. So it's not an issue for fish and fish habitat.
BC Hydro crews are conducting a series of tests in the canyon located just north of Campbell River. They're connected to the John Hart Generating Station replacement project.
Basically, the idea is the dye will go over Elk Falls, move downstream to the generating station, about 1.5 kilometers away, and then it'll move into the Campbell River system downstream, into the ocean, which is about 5 kilometers away.
The John Hart Station was built back in 1947 and has now reached the point where Hydro says it makes more sense to replace it rather than upgrade. As part of that replacement, the power company needs to understand how water flowing into the canyon will be affected during the construction process.
We're looking at total gas pressure and potential impacts to fish, temperature, fish presence, and depending on how fast that dye moves downstream will tell us how much fish rearing habitat there is. If it swirls, lingers, there's more fish rearing habitat.
Dumping buckets of dye into the river may seem straightforward, but Hydro knows it's a complicated process.
There's a lot of logistics involved with this in terms of safety, coordination, how we introduce the dye. So yeah, a lot of work. There's probably half a dozen people involved, but a dozen through the whole system.
Along with videotaping the flow of dye from the air, they also have to monitor testing equipment placed downstream.
We have even colored gravel. To see how much gravel movement takes place. So we'll monitor that tomorrow, Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we'll repeat a similar flow test and download all that information on Friday.
BC Hydro says that information will be available at a future date through its website. In Campbell River, Gord Kurbis, A News.